Hello, my friends. I want to give you a little introductory note on shadow work. So this is for stage 2 and 3. A lot of times, in stage 1, most of the time our brains are so activated that we do genuinely need to keep our mindset and emotions in a relatively positive place. There are some exceptions. So if you feel like you need to embrace your negative emotions and inner critic a bit more, this is for you. So whenever we get to that point in recovery where we need to start learning how to have negative emotions in a healthy way. Here's some ways to do that. And this is shadow work light. There's a lot of good stuff in shadow work, and we'll get to the heavier stuff later. So when you start to notice negative emotion coming up, it could be deep, could be emotional pain, could be grief, could be frustration, could be anger. Practice holding space for it. Practice validating it. And even just naming it at first can be helpful, saying, I'm angry. I'm frustrated. That makes sense. Like anyone would be frustrated in a situation. This is frustrating. This is maddening. It is what it is. Just calling a spade, being honest about it. If you can't really feel the emotion without getting scared of it, sometimes just naming it and validating that it makes sense can be a good place to start. And practicing being in it in little bits, like you'd get in a hot tub, just dipping a toe in. Sometimes just letting, if you can, kind of let the emotion into your body a little bit. Let yourself feel the anger. If you have anger, I'm going to use that as an example. Notice where you feel it. Do you feel it in your hands? Do you feel it in your gut? Let it course through your body. Listen to the message behind it. Listen to the energy of it. What is it telling you? It wasn't okay that happened. I deserve something better. I'm not okay with this and it's time to change. Something happened that's wrong and it's not okay. When we stay with that energy, it will often communicate to us a true message that will give us some really useful information about our lives and about ourselves, about our values. All emotions are positive. They're just messengers. It's energy in motion. It will tell you and inform you about your life. So it's safe to feel them. However, a lot of times when we've been in this very hyper positive state for a long time, the brain can be a bit like your limbic system can be a little afraid of the negative emotions because we've been told for so long how in this space of like, no, must not feel negative emotions, that when you get there, your brain's like, oh my God, is this okay? So you might want to reassure your limbic system that it's safe and go back into dose afterwards. Do a little bit of, havening, kind of give yourself that reassurance that it's okay. You're allowed to feel those things. They're not a threat. It's all right. So that's for emotions.